Hi there. So for those of us who don't know what other half you're talking about,
sorry, I should have been more explicit. Okay, what's this other half? Well, some people call it a spiritual movement. It's sometimes called New Age. It's not really easily definable, but there is a movement where people look at what's going on inside them, look at their emotions, and instead of blaming others, realize, oh, I'm thinking about this a certain way. You can go into any bookstore in the self-help section, and you will see books by some of these authors, and some of them are more, how can I say it, they take it deeper than others. What will appeal to you at whatever perspective you're currently coming from is hard for me to say. But a good start is to go to the bookstore and thumb through some books in the self-help section and see what speaks to you. Or talk to your other fellow libertarians who raise their hand, and they may have some recommendations for you.
I definitely like the idea of coalition building, and I was just recently at a meeting of the San Francisco Tesla Society where Foster Gamble of the Thrive Movement was speaking. And I think, I'm not affiliated with the Thrive Movement in any sort of official way, but I think that what they're doing is really interesting and could really work towards building coalitions, because they're just basically trying to take a 12-step, they call it a 12-sector approach to breaking down each of the different sectors of society that the state is kind of taking control of and saying, how can we break free of this? They're bringing in a lot of interesting people into the fold, people who have nothing to do with the liberty movement explicitly, but internally they just have this drive towards freedom and liberty. And want to mention that and get your thoughts. Are you familiar with the Thrive movement?
Yes. For those who didn't hear that clearly, there's a movie on the internet called Thrive, which you can view for free. And I would say it's made by people who are, I think, somewhat in this movement I'm talking about for inner responsibility, but they've also recognized that there needs to be this outer responsibility. And the way they're going about things is largely libertarian. There are a few areas where maybe they need a little bit of our advice, and that's something we can give. One thing libertarians do is we think about liberty a lot. So when someone is only halfway there, we can help take them the rest of the way, and it's very beautiful. So I really recommend that you see that movie and see if it speaks to you, and maybe you can get involved in that group. I mean, there are a lot of groups out here that are doing that, and when you get involved in another group, you can bring them into the liberty group. It's a way to go.